No, you got one more minute.
Welcome, everybody. I am Kevin Mong, and I'm going to be your host for your Discover Arbonne this evening. I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to kind of get on. I know people are trying to find in their notifications where this Facebook Live event's happening, and if it was me, I'd still be trying to look where my notifications are. Anyway, two things. First thing, if you are an independent consultant or if you're a preferred client, I ask you a favor. If you would comment in the comments below, one, your very favorite product, and yes, only one. Now, I don't want a whole set. I don't want a whole line. I just want your very favorite product. If you're a PC or if you're an independent consultant, I know it's impossible, but I'm asking you to do it, and I'm presenting, so I don't have to. Secondly, if you were invited on this call by an independent consultant, or if you were invited on this call from a friend, if you would, please write in the comments what you hope to learn from this call. I can't promise I'll cover everything, but if I don't answer your question, it'll be something that your independent consultant or a preferred client that invited you, they can hopefully answer that question for you. So if you could do those two things for me, that'd be great. And then I'll give everybody another couple seconds before we really get started and get going. One last thing, a note just passed me here, sorry. If you're a preferred client and you were invited on this call by an independent consultant, or you're just a guest that was invited on this call, please be sure to comment below with your consultant's name. That way you can be entered into the drawing for the $100 gift card and for the two other prizes that are being given away this evening. So if you, again, last time, if you are a PC or you are invited here by another independent consultant to view this, if you will please comment below with your consultant's name. That way you can be entered into the drawing, and maybe I'll remember to do that at the end of the presentation as well. So, let's see. Are we ready? Let's just go ahead and get started. So, welcome. First of all, thank you for joining us. My name is Kevin Mong. I'm a district manager and an independent consultant with Arbonne, and I'm in a partnership with my wife, Amy. It's really an honor to be asked to do this, and I'm truly excited and quite terrified, well, not terrified, just a little nervous to share all of this with you. So if you see my hands flying around or I'm talking way too fast, I'm sorry. I'll try and calm it down by the time I'm done. First, to consultants, I want to thank you for joining us tonight, for inviting guests tonight. I really appreciate you spending your evening with me during this time. Your support, your encouragement, your kind words, they mean the world to me, and they really show what this culture of Arbonne is all about. So thank you. Secondly, I want to thank especially Kay Hoosman for pushing me to do this. This is definitely something way out of my comfort zone, but here I am. We're going to expand horizons. In order to grow, sometimes growth is painful, so here we are. And lastly, to the guests, I definitely thank you for joining. You could be anywhere else in the world. You could be doing anything else. I'm sure there's playoff basketball games or hockey games or family matters to attend to, but guess what? You're here, and I appreciate it, and I thank you for being here. I also know your time's valuable, as is mine. So I plan to keep this as close to 30 minutes as possible. So one last time, thanks for being here. And if you're a guest, I appreciate that you're open to hearing this about this amazing company, Arbonne. This is an amazing business opportunity. These are amazing products, and this opportunity can change your life. It has changed many people's lives. So the person who invited you here, they did so for a reason. They wanted to make sure that they wanted to know, or they knew that you are a difference maker and that you can improve the lives of others. So, are we having a video difficulty?
Yeah. Can you pause just a second?
Sure. What do I need to do?
I don't know. Can you check your internet connection?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Of course there's an internet connection issue, maybe. Let's see. Sorry, I'm still here. All right, so can everybody see or hear me now? All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep going.
Yeah, can
Should I stop or just?
no, just can you let them know that it was working? If they can switch to desktop, do that.
Okay, so I've heard that we're having a little technical difficulties, but if I heard it's working on desktop, but the iPhones not so much. All right, so let's see. All right, so here we are. We're back. Hopefully we got this settled. All right, so I'm not going to cover. I thank everybody. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Anyway, so technical difficulties. Go figure, right? My first Discover Arbonne, and here we are. So anyway, a little background about me and how I got started with Arbonne and how I get to enjoy this wonderful business and the life that I get to enjoy. So first of all, I have a bachelor's degree in elementary education. I taught third graders for 9 years and fifth grade for 1. Yeah, I know, crazy. So when I was teaching, I was constantly burnt out. I was tired. I was stressed. I was living for the weekends. And I'm sure to a lot of you that sounds familiar. I hated Monday, but honestly, to tell you the truth, I hated Sunday afternoon just as much because I knew Monday followed. I lived for Friday afternoons when 2:30 the bell rang and I could get the kids on the bus, and really I was trying to beat the buses out of the parking lot. I know, sorry. Anyway, but what's worse than that is I hardly ever got to see my son. I was at school at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning. My goal, and yes, it was a goal, it didn't always happen, but my goal was to be home by 5 p.m. So when I left for school in the morning, he wasn't awake. When I got home at 5:30, I had 2 hours with him. His bedtime was 7 o'clock. So in that 2 hours, we had dinner, eating dinner, getting ready for the next day, playing for a couple minutes, and then it was bedtime. So I was missing out on my son growing up, and I hated it. It was driving me insane, especially when I wasn't happy and fulfilled with what I was doing on a day-to-day basis. So me and my family's story started to change when my beautiful, wonderful, amazing, incredible, intelligent, bonus points, intelligent wife told me that she was going to do a 30 Days to Healthy Living program. So at the time, she begged me to join. She begged me to do it with her, and I just was like, nope, good luck. I hope it works out for you. But I thought I knew everything there was to know, dieting. Oh, I've dieted before. I've done this before. Yeah. So I thought I knew everything. And yes, I'm stubborn. I am a man after all. And yes, I realized and I was wrong and apologized a long time ago as well. So I said I'd never pay money to do a 30-day program. Absolutely not. So as I said, being stubborn, I didn't do the program with my wife. She continued to use the products. She felt amazing. She had lost weight. She felt better than she had felt in years. So the following January rolled around, and here I am stuck in the exact same place and doing the exact same thing, weighing the exact same, feeling the exact same. And she was getting ready to start this program all over again. So I finally relented. I said, okay, fine. I'll try it, whatever, anything. It only took me 6 months to realize the errors of my ways, but again, I'm a man, and yes, I am stubborn. But anyway, so I lost 17 pounds in the first month, it's crazy. But that wasn't even the crazy part. The way that I slept, the sleep that I got at night, the way that I felt during the day, the energy I had, I was loving it, and I was loving the way that I felt for the first time in a long time, and that in turn gave me confidence in the way that I looked as well for the first time in a long time. So with that being said, Amy started as a consultant to get a bigger discount. So we loved the products, she loved the products, and once she had been on as a consultant for a while, she started looking at and listening to calls. She started being immersed in the culture of Arbonne. And yes, it is a culture. So she wanted to share Arbonne with other people. She wanted to start this as a business. And so I said, absolutely not. No way. Why would we want to do this? There's no reason for us to do this. We don't need to be part of this. It's one of those triangle schemes or pyramid, whatever it is. I don't know. I had no idea at the time. I was ignorant. So I literally remember lying in bed one night and saying, Amy, isn't this one of those triangle things? Like, should we be associated with this? So yes, I again realized the error of my ways. So one Saturday morning we were driving to breakfast, and she was listening to a call of a former teacher, and this teacher had retired because of her Arbonne business. Her Arbonne business had exceeded her income that she was making as a teacher. And so then her husband said, well, once your salary exceeds mine, then I'll retire too. Well, once her salary exceeded his, she retired him. And so I jokingly looked over at Amy and I said, well, you're going to retire me, right? Not actually thinking that this was something that was going to actually happen. So here we are. At the end of that year, I left the classroom at the end of last year. And now I'm a part-time tutor. I kind of make my own hours. I make my own days. And I'm now a full-time dad. The best job that anyone can have. Arbonne has brought me to a place where the day of the week doesn't matter so much anymore. I no longer hate Sunday. I no longer hate Monday through Friday. And I get to raise my son and spend the time with Oliver that I want or really can tolerate, because I mean, he's 2 and I love him. Don't get me wrong, I do. But he is a stubborn, strong-willed child like his mother. I mean, like me. Sorry. Anyway, so one of the purposes of this Discover Arbonne is what it's like from a man's perspective in Arbonne, because this is generally looked at as a female profession. This is a lipstick and makeup company, right? Well, you couldn't be more wrong. So, yes, we are as males outnumbered, and going to the Global Training Conference in Vegas, that has never been more evident to me than being in a stadium with 18,000 other women and being able to point out the men and count them on a few hands. So with that being said, I'm going to cover 3 different ways as a male that you can participate in Arbonne. And the first way is very simple. You might, your wife, your significant other, your girlfriend, they might use Arbonne's products. They might sell Arbonne's products, and you might have no interest in it whatsoever. And that's fine, but you still play a role in their business one way or another. You are part of it. And the biggest thing that you can do is you can support your significant other. You can be there, because no matter what you think, your significant other, your wife, girlfriend, whoever it is, has made a choice to provide more for you and for your family. More time, more freedom, more money. And not only have they done that, but they've also chose to help others do the same. And what more noble pursuit is there to not only further your own life, but help further the lives of others? So support. They've been told no for who knows how many times that day. They've been shut down. They've been told this doesn't work. They've been told this is a scheme that they're robbing other people of their money. They've had parties where nobody showed up. They've had parties that have canceled on them at the last minute. If you're an independent consultant and you haven't had this happen, please come see me, because we've had all of those things and more. So as a male, let them know that you believe in them. Okay? They've been told no who knows how many times that day. But know that they're doing Arbonne to provide more for you and for others. It's a gift. It's not just a gift for her family. It's a gift for you, your family, and everybody else that she can help along the way. So, second, you can also be a male independent consultant. Okay? And we need more men in Arbonne. Men, sorry ladies, this is the truth, but men bring a different skill set. We're not better. It's not a better skill set. It's just different. We bring a different dynamic to the business. We bring different thinking styles, attitudes towards business. And the more men we have in this business, the more ideas, perspectives, and people we can cultivate. So being a male, I don't know hardly anything about makeup, toner, primer, makeup brushes, oils, skin oils. I'm just not fluent in that thing. That's not who I am. But that doesn't mean that you can't share, or I can't share as a male, the Arbonne advantage with these products. Okay? These products are safe, they're pure, they're beneficial. Okay? We can share why they are the best. And even if I don't use these products, I have women in my life that I can yet let use these products. Okay, my wife, sister, coworker, girlfriend, friends. I can have them use these products and give me the feedback and use that feedback to help me when it comes to my business. Okay, we have the best products out there, but men now also are looking for more than what they ever have before. And this isn't just a makeup company. We're looking for ways to fight off signs of aging. We're looking for ways to look good. And Arbonne has the best products out there for this. We have 30 Days to Healthy Living program, which I've talked about. We have our Phytosport workout line. Okay, both of these are phenomenal, and those aren't just geared towards women. So don't think that just because you're a male, you can't be successful in Arbonne. Okay? Don't think just because you don't use makeup or lotion or anti-aging cream that you can't be successful. Don't think because you love sports, and yes, you notice the unruly hockey playoff beard I've got going on. Yes, I know Amy hates it, but it's playoff hockey. Sorry, I can't help it. That doesn't mean you can't be successful in Arbonne. So the third way that you can be part of a partnership, or third way you can be part of Arbonne, is in a partnership. And this is what Amy and I do. We've created a business together, and we work together to help other people. Okay, we've formed this business to reach goals in our lives. We formed this business to fulfill dreams that we have in our lives. We're both passionate about our own things. Okay, as I've told you, I'm not passionate about makeup, skincare, those kind of things, but I am passionate about helping people. I am passionate about feeling good and looking better than I have. Okay, so when somebody comes and asks me about makeup or primer, or the first thing I said, Amy, what do you know about this? Okay, so there are tons of benefits to being a partnership. You don't just have to sit on the sidelines and watch. So what I'm going to talk about now is I'm going to share a little bit about Arbonne. I'm going to share a little bit about the Arbonne story, a couple of main product lines, and then a little bit about the business as well to wrap it up. So the Arbonne story. Arbonne is a botanically based health and wellness company. They've been in the United States, which is shocking to some people, since 1980. It's still said that 1 out of every 100 people have heard of or know about Arbonne. So if you think about that, that's an amazing amount of people that have no idea we exist. And we've been around in the United States for 37 years. Arbonne also has cutting edge research development. It provides global business opportunities. Right now, Arbonne's in 7 different countries: the United States, Poland, Taiwan, Australia, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. And we're getting ready to expand into Germany in 2018. So that, along with a generous compensation plan, this is what Arbonne is about. So a little bit about the products and the product advantage. Why use Arbonne? There's so many different products out there nowadays. You can go to Walmart, you can go anywhere, any different department store. There are different companies that sell skincare, healthcare products. But why Arbonne? Why would you choose Arbonne? Because Arbonne's products have an advantage, because they blend the best of science and nature. They're botanically based. Arbonne follows the European standards, and I don't know if you know this, but for those of you who don't, the European Union is much stricter than the U.S. when it comes to chemicals that are allowed in their skincare products. For example, the European Union has banned over 1,300 chemicals from their skincare products, while in the United States, we're at 11. Okay, I read an article the other day when I was looking for the statistic, and while I was reading this article, it was mentioning all of these 10 chemicals that are in skincare products in the United States that are toxic, that are not good for your skin, for your body. And each one I read, banned in the European Union. Banned in the European Union is linked to cancer. Those are scary words. And it gives me a peace of mind knowing that what we put on our son is pure. What I put on my child is not linked to cancer. What I put on my child doesn't have mineral oil or petroleum products in them at all. Another interesting fact about the skincare companies in the United States is they police themselves. They can put chemicals into their skincare and healthcare products without having to go through the Food and Drug Administration. The people that report them to the Food and Drug Administration are the companies themselves. And if you think about that, that's terrifying. A company can put a chemical in there and have no idea whether it's healthy for you or not, and yet It's in your products. Nobody knows about it. So the Arbonne products, all of them are formulated without gluten. There's no petrolatum, no mineral oil. There's no animal byproducts. These are never tested on animals. And if you want your skin to crawl, find out what animal rendering plants are. Find out how animal byproducts are used in women's cosmetics. None of this is used in Arbonne's products. All of them are chemical free. They're fragrance free. They're free of artificial flavors, sweeteners, and colors. So we have a wide product line. There are so many different products that if I started talking about them, we'd be here until next week. So I'm just going to highlight two of Arbonne's most popular major product lines. The first one is the one that I'm most passionate about, is the 30 Days to Healthy Living program. So this is what Amy and I started with. As I mentioned, this is where we fell in love with Arbonne. These products are designed to help they're developed to reduce the number of toxins we consume and increase the number of toxins that we get rid of. Okay. The great thing about this program is Arbonne provides easy buttons, replacements to aid in this process. You're giving a shopping list, you're giving recipes, you're added to a Facebook group, you've got support from the consultant that has sold you these products. The Facebook group alone, the information that you gain is invaluable. The second major product line is the RE9 anti-aging skincare. So this is a world-class anti-aging skincare line. It has just been reformulated. It has just been re-released. And the before and afters of people that have used the RE9 line for their entire 20 years in Arbonne have used it for 30 days, and there's still visible results with this skincare system. It lessens the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It improves hydration, moisturization, and it increases the appearance of firmness. This is using orange stem cell technology and botanicals for visible results. All right, so those are two of the main product lines, and like I said, there's so many products we just can't get into all of them tonight. So the business model. Okay, why Arbonne is a successful business. So what makes Arbonne an amazing company to be a part of is, let's compare it to the traditional business model. In a traditional business model, you've got 5 or more steps for a product to get from the manufacturer to you, to the consumer. So the manufacturer, it starts with manufacturer and goes to the wholesaler. The wholesaler turns around and sends it to a warehouse. The warehouse turns around and sends it to a sales force. The sales force turns around and sells it to the retailers, and the retailers turn around and sell it to you. Who's paying for that entire process? How are all those people, how are all those steps getting paid for? Well, you, the consumer, you're paying for them. Okay? All of those steps along the way, money is involved in each one of those, and the end result comes out on the consumer. So Arbonne and network marketing cuts out all of these steps. Not all of them, but most of them. So our products are produced by the manufacturer. Then an Arbonne independent consultant shares these products, and these products are sold on the internet, and they're shipped directly to the consumer. That's it. 3 easy steps. Cut out all the middlemen. Because these steps are eliminated, that's how Arbonne can pay its independent consultants. That's how we make a living with Arbonne. So these business models allow Arbonne independent consultants to leverage their time. They allow for products to be ordered online and for products to be shipped directly to the consumer, no matter where at in the world. I can have a customer in New Zealand, and they can order that product online, and it gets shipped directly to them. Okay. Lastly, all of these products are consumable. Once people use them, they love them. They want them again. They order them again. And repeat orders equals repeat income. So, question, why Arbonne, why now? So the first reason I've already mentioned, okay, we have consumable products our clients want, which means they're going to use them, they're going to love them, they're going to want more of them. Second, there's a tremendous demand now for health and wellness. I know you see it. You see it everywhere. You see it in every store that you go into. Health and wellness is everywhere. The demand has never been higher. Arbonne also gives you the ability to leverage your time. You choose the hours that you work. You choose the days that you work. And you have the ability to make money by teaching other people how to do the same things that you're doing. Arbonne's also an internet-based business, which fits perfectly into this technology-filled world that we live in. Okay? There's no storing products in your house. There's no going door to door to sell products. There's no chasing people down to deliver products. You have no paper order forms. Everything's done from your computer, tablet, laptop, cell phone. Okay? This means networking and connecting's never been easier. This means getting the products to your customers has never been easier. I was never part of this business before it became internet only. I can't imagine what it would be like to be part of a company where you have to carry your own products. You have to have an inventory in your house. Arbonne saves you all of that time and hassle. And lastly, like I mentioned before, Arbonne's a global company. We're in 7, going on to 8 companies, or 8 countries. Okay? The potential for global business with Arbonne, it's never been greater. All right, so this is the question I usually get asked the most, or probably people think the most, but they're afraid to ask me, like, what do you do in Arbonne? Like, how do you do it? How do you even make money? So first, what we do, and this is what we teach people, if you're an Arbonne independent consultant, you stop using products and buying products, skincare, hair care, nutrition, from retail stores. Okay? And second, we start buying and enjoying the benefits of Arbonne's products at a substantial discount. Then we also get paid when we recommend those products, and those people buy products. We get paid for that. Next, we share Arbonne, the business, like we're doing this evening, the products, and we teach other people how to do what we're doing. Okay, we share how to order the products online. We share to them how they're delivered right to their door. So just a quick example. If somebody asks me, okay, what movie do you recommend me going and seeing? Or do you have a favorite restaurant that you go to? My wife and I are looking for a place to go for date night. Well, I can recommend a restaurant and I can recommend a movie. If that couple ends up going to that restaurant and eating their meal and going to the movie and spending their money at the movies, well, what do I get out of it? I get nothing. I get nothing. The people that make the money are the people at the restaurant and the people in the movie theater. Well, with Arbonne, if somebody asks me, well, what have you been doing? You look great. Or, Amy, your skin looks amazing. What are you using on your face? If I recommend Arbonne's products to those people and those people begin to use those products, I get paid for it. It only makes sense. It's crazy how much sense it makes, but how backwards a view that some people have of what we are doing. So then, lastly, okay, we help others. And this is really at the heart of what Amy and I are doing. We're teachers at heart. You know, I jokingly said earlier that I couldn't stand my teaching job. I love teaching. It was everything else that came with it. Amy loved being a teacher. It was everything else that came with it. So, in Arbonne, we get to share with others. We get to teach others how to improve their lives. And isn't that why we got into being a teacher in the first place? So, a quick little story. And we were in Las Vegas, and we were at the Global Training Conference, and Amy and I were getting ready to get in our Uber, getting ready to go to the arena for the awards ceremony. And standing on the curb waiting for her cab was a beautifully dressed Arbonne independent consultant, regional vice president, waiting for a cab. So we just, join us. We've already got the car here. The car's here. Just sit with us. She didn't have to talk to us. She didn't have to speak to us. She didn't have to look at us. But she sat down and she asked us who we were, what we were doing, how is our business going, what's working for you, what's not working for you. And so we got to know her, and she stopped us and she said, you do realize that what you have is a gift. You are able to help other people provide income, provide time, provide freedom to other people in their life. What you have is a gift. And for her to sit down, and she didn't need to talk to us, she didn't need to ask us, she didn't need to take an interest in us, but she did. And that's what Arbonne is. She is helping us grow our business. She's helping us grow as people. And that's in turn what we help to do with others as well. So there's 4 ways to earn with Arbonne. First, commissions. I talked about that a little bit. If we sell a product, share a product, sell a product, we earn a commission from that product. Second, if we've built a team and we're in levels of management, we earn overrides. So if somebody on my team sells a product, we earn a percentage of that sale as well. We didn't do anything, but we earn a percentage back as well. Third, and this is the part that gives everybody, the Mercedes-Benz cash bonus. Okay, if you reach regional vice president or national vice president, Arbonne gives you a monthly cash bonus towards a white Mercedes-Benz. Okay, if you're a regional vice president, $800 a month. If you're a national vice president, $1,000 per month. And then fourth, there's cash bonuses, and these are awarded at every level of management based on the sales of you and your team. All right. So there's 4 different levels of management, and I talked about this a little bit. So the first level is a district manager, and this is where Amy and I are now. Is this where we're staying? Absolutely not. We're going straight to the top. But this is where Amy and I are now. The average income for this level is $200 to $500 a month. Okay, who couldn't use an extra $200 to $500 a month? I mean, I know everybody's got bills to pay. Everybody's got childcare. Everybody's got. Why not? The second level is area manager. So this is the level where your business actually becomes willable. So if something happens to you, the money that's earned from your business continues to go to your family or whoever you willed it to. Okay. The average income for this level is $1,500 plus a month. The third level, regional vice president, and this is where I mentioned, this is where you get an $800 per month check, cash bonus towards a white Mercedes-Benz. The average, and this is just average, the average income per month is $5,000 plus. And $5,000, that's double what I was making as a teacher. The last level is national vice president. This level is just incredible. You're on a free yearly trip to Hawaii for you and a guest. You're on a $1,000 Mercedes-Benz cash bonus. And yes, this is an average, and this blows my mind every time I say it. The average income per month is $20,000 per month. That's an average. And the great thing is, Arbonne, there is no ceiling. You can't cap out at a certain amount. There's absolutely no limit to the amount of money that you can earn. It's amazing. So, just for a second, I want you to imagine each level in this company. What would you do with an extra couple $100 a month or $500 a month? Would you go shopping? Would you take a trip with your family? Would you use it to pay off some bills? Would you use it to put towards your mortgage? What about an extra $5,000 a month? Would you be able to quit your job? Your JOB, as we like to call it in Arbonne. What about $20,000 a month? Okay. Not only are you rewarding yourself, but think of the people that you're helping along the way. And that's what this is all about. How many people are you willing to help? The more people that you help, the more people that you are able to serve, the bigger your business grows and the bigger their business grows. So, last section. I know you're probably tired of hearing me talk, but I told you close to 30 minutes, and I'm pretty close. Common fears and hesitations. I don't have enough time. I think every person that works a job, has kids, goes to college, doesn't have enough time. I don't know enough people. If you know one, you know enough. Because they know people, and they know people, and they know people. I don't have enough money. If you're not willing to do anything now, is anything going to change? If you don't do anything, is anything going to change? What will people think? And this is hard for me. I am constant. That is me to a T. What will people think? But Amy and I constantly have to remind ourselves, do they pay our bills? Do they pay our mortgage? Are they paying for our cars? Are they paying for our daycare? Are they going to pay for our child to go to school? If not, it doesn't matter what they think. And lastly, what am I getting myself into? and that's exactly how I felt when Kay proposed that I do this evening. What was I getting myself into? So I've experienced all these fears, and I still do. But they're totally normal. Okay? Every consultant in Arbonne feels these fears. If not on a daily basis, at least every other day. Okay? We've been told no so many times. But I want to ask you these 2 questions, and then we'll close it out. If you continue to do what you're doing now, where will you be next year? Where will you be in 5 years? Where will you be in 10? If I was still teaching 10 years from now, and I still felt the way I felt then, if I wasn't willing to do something to change, I would still be in the exact same place. And lastly, instead of saying, what if this doesn't work? What if it does? Anyway, thank you so much for being a captive audience tonight. I love seeing some of the comments and the hearts and the likes and all the such. I very much appreciate your time. So, if you're a guest, please get back with the person that invited you. They invited you for a reason. They obviously saw something in you They obviously know that you have potential. Engage them in a conversation. Okay? Have them answer your questions. All right? And last thing, if you're a PC, this is my last little note. If you're a PC or you're an invited guest and you have not done so yet, please comment with your consultant's name so you can be added to the drawing for the $100 gift card and the 2 prizes. Thanks, everybody, and have a great night.